My name is Raymond Karchevsky. I'm a living Christ. I speak truth, only truth. I speak non-dualistically from the subconscious mind, but I use words that are founded in the conscious intellect, the satanically ruled, conditioned, indoctrinated intellect, so that you may understand what I am saying to you. However, most of you don't have a glimmer of understanding what I speak of. You want to argue. You're based in your dualistic ego, which is based in your memory, based in the past. It's a dead mechanical instrument, much like this computer that I am using. You see, you live in the world of mechanical and technical matters that are founded in memory. That is your personal hell. You don't understand it because you don't understand your minds. You have two minds. The subconscious mind, which is holistic, holy, non-dualistic in its makeup. And you find that that does not satisfy your needs for stimulation. So you have adopted your conscious intellect, your dualistic intellect, the region of consciousness that is split, divided, opposing in nature. You see, that's the nature of Satan. If you live in your intellect solely, you see, your subconscious is operating all the time, but you're not aware of it because your focus is on your intellect. That's satanic. You are a Satanist. Oh, you will argue that, but that's what Satanists do. They live in a dualistic, argumentative, and opposing world, a world of confusion, a world of division. That's hell. Yes, you're living in hell. Hell is not some illusion that you have conjured up. It's an illusion, of course, but you have not conjured it up. You have adopted it for your own. You worship your intellect. You worship academics. You worship philosophers. You worship leaders. You worship priests, ministers, those who control your mind. You worship the false god of illusion. That is your sin. If you're living in your subconscious dualistic mind, you are living in sin. For sin is nothing more than contradiction of duality. You see, you must make up your mind for you to act. However, if you are so hampered by your conditioning, by your satanic mind control, that you cannot come to a point of resolving the contradictions, and which is understanding, and then leading you into your subconscious, non-dualistic mind where you act. You see, you project your confusion outwardly and you create a confused world, your world. It's all very clear to one who sees, one who is spiritual, one who understands, but it is very, very confusing to one who is conflicted through indoctrination, through culturization. They are cult members. They are believers. They believe in fantasies. All your religions and all your philosophies are fantasies. You believe them. They become your truth, but they are a false truth. For the only truth can come from one who is in his subconscious mind, the mind of non-dualism. You see, that is the mind of God. That is the mind of creation. When you are in your subconscious mind, you are the God of your own world that you create through your actions. Now, the dominant nature for most of you who are civilized is that of the conscious intellect, the satanically ruled, dualistic, divided, and opposing intellect. That causes you to argue. That causes you to be conflicted, to live in the pain of the positive and the negative. Do you understand? You live in an illusion. Life as you know it is an illusion because you worship the ideas that have been programmed into you through religion and politics. That makes you the Satanist. Look at the millions. Look at the masses of crowds that gather before popes and presidents to hear the words of a man just like them, but not like them, because they have given that man, that pope, that president, the power to do their thinking for them. At that moment, they agree, they consent to be slaves. And they create a satanic government and a satanic religion. That is the nature of the civilized world. You are subjects of deception. You have been lied to all of your life. Everything you know about history is a lie. And you worship that death-like memory-based idea of history because someone told it to you and you gave that authority. Do you understand? It doesn't mean that it's true, but you believe it to be true. You are a believer. You are a slave. Because through that belief, you are controlled. You support these fictitious institutions of government and religion with your life energy that is transformed into money. You are the creator of all things on this earth, all. The leaders who lead you do not create, they merely manage you, and they extricate your energy until you are bereft. You've lost your energy, and you become a useless eater. By then, however, you become a liability. And the system, the satanic system, must solve the problem of overpopulation. And they do so by poisoning our food, our water, the air that we breathe. They quicken our death. They control the medical system, the pharmaceutical systems that treat symptoms but never the cause. You live your life taking medication, poison, that which is killing you, while you do not change the cause of your behavior that prompts you to dilute your consciousness so that you can cope with the deceptive world that you live in. I have said all of these things and more to you in the past, going now on 25 years, as I say, and you have rejected it. You have stayed with your tampered with intellect, and you support those who have controlled you all of these years. They are killing you. You are living life without knowing what life was all about because you live in the fantasy of belief. Oh, you accept wars, you accept crime, you accept killing, you accept deranged, thought-driven people. All of these things are normal to you. That's your normal society, and you have institutions that are designed, are created to treat these anomalies. Understand? What they do is they treat themselves to your energy while they perpetuate the anomalies that are killing you. That's your life. That's all you know. You can't argue that. You see, I told you at the beginning that we were going to speak a language that everyone understands, and I'm doing it right now, and you don't like it one bit. But that's the way it is. That's what is, you see. That's all that truth is. Truth is what is. You cannot deny what I have said to you. It is the truth. Well, you will struggle with yourself and defend yourself because your ego, your false ego, your illusory ego, your satanic ego will not allow you to accept responsibility for the truth of what I have said. But you know that it's true because you're upset by my words. If my words were not true, you would not be upset. You would be very clear that what I am saying, but you're not. You're not clear at all. You're confused, conflicted. You're ready to kill yourself through suicide when your struggles cannot be eliminated. You are pushed toward violence. Violence which kills ultimately through the conflict of relationship, because all you want to do is to end the pain that you're living. And the ultimate solution to the pain of living a lie is suicide. That's the satanic solution. More proof that you are satanically ruled. You see, you can't argue with me. You can't debate with me because that's a game. It's a misdirection of energy that causes one to focus upon dualism. That's what an argument is. But when one speaks the truth, he only speaks of what is, and that can't be argued. That is heaven on earth. Understand? When there is no argument, when there is no debate, there are no wars, there is no crime, one is living in heaven. That's a word. That's all. the symbol. But what it represents is the evidence of non-dualism, and that's what you have been misdirected from all of your lives. You're all dualists. You have been trained to be so by your schools. So it's normal. Academia is satanic because it deals with the illusions of words without reference to the energy, the spirit of the word. Our judicial system is satanic because they deal with the letter of the word. The symbolism of duality, where there is nothing but argument, nothing but debate, and it becomes a contest of superiority, a trial where one's life hangs in the balance, is tested based on the performance of actors who pretend. And the best actor, the best lawyer, the one who is able to manipulate words the best, is the winner. And a jury of 12 sits in judgment of that performance. But the poor defendant, at the mercy of a lawyer who represents him and extracts great energy from that man in the form of money, gains great power, and he puts forth his case before a judge. Another man, a satanic man, because he too judges on the basis of duality. There's no justice in duality. There's only power. And power is the nature of the civilized world. It's time for that to change. I've been at it now for 25 years. I'm still here. They tried to put me away for 40 years. They've declared me to be dead. They've used every trick in the intellectual regimen of denying the existence of this living Christ, and they have failed. Because you cannot kill truth. You cannot kill a man of truth. You understand? The spirit of truth. Oh, they killed Jesus Christ. But he was a simple man of truth. And by having the legal process declare him to be an enemy of the people, they put that man to death, but they didn't kill the truth that was within him. That lives on in others. It lives on in this living Christ. I'm trying to give you the gift of understanding your heretofore confusion of an intellectual, dualistic mind, the satanically ruled mind, and you resist mightily. Well, if you want it that bad, you'll stay in hell. You'll thrive in hell. You'll gain great power in hell, but you're still in hell. You're not free. You're not beyond the scope of satanic influence. And so your hell continues. All that I am saying to you is that if that's what you want, you will hold on to it. And that doesn't bother me one bit. I speak to those who want change in their life, who want to be free of conflict, who want to be sovereign, who want to know that they are the creator of their own life. And be that as it may, they take responsibility for that. That's what's missing in civilized society's responsibility, because we are children, bred to be children, conditioned to remain children, and let others do our thinking for us, such as government and religion and banks. Do you understand? All of these things and how they keep you enslaved to what you are. You consider them your saviors. You're all backward. You haven't a clue of what life is all about. And for those of you who do understand what I am saying to you, you are blessed. You are your own savior. You will not meet the fate of millions of slaves who are in the throes of depopulation. That's what's going on. When this system, this phony, false system of government collapses, and it will, you will either die because you're waiting for help, and help will not come to you, or you will survive through your understanding, your true intelligence based in the subconscious mind, where it is only non-dualistic. It is one, and there is no opposition facing you. There is no wall that prevents you from understanding the totality of love, of life, of truth. That's all I have for you today. Watch your reactions to everything that I have said, and you will understand just how conflicted you really are. And you cannot deny it, you see. Oh, you'll try like hell. But you will condemn yourself through the truth, the reality, the non-duality of what has been said here today. Thank you for your time.